1 in a million. That's how many people have your reading disability, Roseanne. 1 in a million. That's what the well-paid doctor told me. But don't worry, he said, you're not alone. Right, 1 in a million, and I'm not alone. That makes as much sense as this mumble-jumble shit they call an alphabet. A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes Y. See, I didn't know these letters were special, and that these letters were going to make me special. I can't recognize vowels, and those little perks like to play word games, up, down, left, right, vertical across the page like chess pieces, and a never-ending board game. See, I don't know what you learned, but I learned E came before I. If it didn't, then the alphabet should have been rearranged as I-E-F-G-T-H-7-Q-T-V-U. Ah, screw it. You're going to be memorizing that thing like it's worth it. I think spelling altogether is preposterous. Preposterous. P-O-S-T-E-Z-R-N. Preposterous. Okay, so my spelling's a little off, but have you ever studied English spelling? Take the word drunkenness. D-R-U-N-K-E-N-N-E-S-S. This word was made up with a drunk. I know this because A, there's not enough thought put in, B, there's too many N's, and well, drunks never know when to end. There's an L in salmon. Why the hell is there an L in salmon? Now you got my ears up in riverbeds trying to hear that L in salmon, and all I'm doing is hitting walls, and all I gotta say for it is damn. A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes I ask myself, why? See, bullies used to hold books over my head, yelling, spell it, Rose, spell it, and you'll get it. I was put in exile for even going near a library. First, I blamed it on my pencil. It seemed to be holding everyone else's words just fine. I cursed each one I picked up, spelling it wrong again and again and again, and so my paper was nothing but pink marks, and my eraser had crumbled down like a watered down tumbleweed. See, the brain is like a windowsill. Outside stage left, there's an apple tree. Replace those apples with letters. And when someone asks you to spell something, you can reach outside your window and grab the letters necessary, and then look, you have the word precise. Aren't you so effing special? See, my window is a lot smaller than others and really dirty. And my apple tree is, well, kind of dying and wilted in the distance. So when I do reach for letters, I bring up nothing but sawdust and paint chips. So do it. Prick me again with one of those insults and pour lemon juice in my wounds. I'll just shrivel up like a slug used to torture on boring summer days. And when September comes, I am nothing but a ghostwriter writing in invisible ink. See, my writing was fine. The spelling was being held against me. I had great placements for nouns and adverbs, can embrace a beautiful, elegant adjective with ease. I fill up with tears at the sight of spelling bee. And this is my apology. To anyone who says I can't be a poet because I don't know how to spell, well, guess what? You're wrong. Because not only do I write, I also spit, and I spit nothing but fire. So call yourselves cremated. Yes, I have my obstacles. A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes Y, but as you can see, they haven't stopped me yet. Thank you.
Woo!
All right. Okay. So, as Dwayne had mentioned, I actually kind of retired from slam, which is so weird because I'm like only 23, but I've been doing it for like 10 years, which seems like a really long time. So I haven't done a show since January. So excuse me if I'm a little rusty. I was on tour with a girl by the name of Mary Lambert, and we were on the East Coast going up and down. She's like, I don't know, on some song called Same Love, touring with some guy named Macklemore. I don't know, she has like a VMA or something. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, so yeah, that's the last time I performed. So excuse me if I'm rusty. I've kind of just started doing the hosting thing, which I like because you talk more and you just gotta like be a fucking asshole, you know? It's great. And with that segue, I'm gonna read a new poem. You guys are the first to hear this. So new shit, as they say. The art of shit talking. The key is to be confident as fuck. Do it right. Do it justice. Be the Nancy Sinatra of shit talking, not the Lana Del Rey. Be Kobe. Nah, be LeBron. Nah, be Michael Jordan. 6. All I gotta say to you about Michael Jordan is 6. Be the Jay-Z of shit talking. Dude married Beyonce. Case closed. I said case closed. Now, you need to seal the deal. The art of shit talking is more to make it sound like a backhanded compliment. Be equal part opportunist on making sure you offend everyone equally. Be a politician of shit talking because everyone has the right to do it. Be a shit talking activist. Be in all honesty. It's a dying art. Speak clearly through the wire. Be the Omar of shit talking, like, oh, yo, Omar's coming. There was Omar out there. Think of your third eye as actually a mouth, and all your shit talking is actually coming from a very holy, unknown place. But you can't explain that its wonders of shit talking university is all telling you to be perpetually right, because your shit talking is always right. It's never left, and people should never question it. Make sure it's funny, have merit. Give it sea legs. Nah, man, give it lamb legs. Give it something to stand on. Stand behind your shit talking like a proud trophy wife. Because like Watergate, you will get caught. And if you get caught, just admit it. Own up to that shit. You shit talk because it came from a place of truth. The art of shit talking is that most of it isn't true. Now, when you get caught, know how to apologize. You can apologize like a man, like, yo, we cool? Or you can apologize like a woman. Fuck it. If you're a woman, don't apologize. We've done that one too many times. That is a great example of shit talking. See, already that's a great example. Make sure you can take it. Make sure you can stomach it. Because once shit hits the fan, once it comes tumbling towards back your direction, you can't avoid it. Take that shit. Throw it in the backyard and grow from it. Make roses for other people to stop and smell. Make a garden, an oasis, a utopia. Haters gonna hate, and then they gotta gas themselves up so you can have more drive. You can't pretend you've never been jealous or envious or bitters. Haters are just gonna hate. It's shit talking 101. It's whether or not you've done something about it. You can be the teen witch and top that, or you can just sit there on your sofa in your mom's crib, shit talking about how everyone else is living the life you think you only deserve. Lawyer it up, back that shit up, build up a good defense and show me some evidence, and go ahead and just grab it. You can't just shit talk your whole life. You gotta allow other people to do it about you.
Yeah! Woo!
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah.
Cool. I just don't know what to do anymore. Like usually when I host, I just do my like regular banter, like, nah, look at me, right? But like when I'm doing actual poems, I'm like, oh yeah, give it up for that poet. It's like give it up for myself. It's fucking egotistical. But I'm okay with that. I mean, hey, who else would wear earrings like this if you're not gonna be allowed? Anyways. I'm going to do another fairly new poem. My mom is in the audience. This is great. Okay, fucking my number one fan and my roommate. What's up, Mom? My roommates are great. They're an elderly couple. They have 2 daughters, Claire and me. Awesome. Yeah, live with your parents. Rent free. Anyways, okay, so with that said, in the play that is my body, my boobs play the biggest part. They are the starring role because you can't take your eyes off of them. If they were people, they would be the girls I hated in high school because they get all the boys. They always get the boys. But hey, what can I say? I have a lot on my chest. So let me talk about it. I mean, I kid, I joke. I mean, Snoop Dogg and I have something in common. We're both G's, my breast size. I know you're dying to know my breast size. Or how I got such beautiful eyes, but my boobs. The boobs are the first thing you notice because they're the first thing to walk in any room. I show both them in your hopes to motor both them, but come on, give it a shot. I'm just trying to make a joke out of it before you did. See, they are always on the lips and the eyelids of every man I meet. You don't think I see you noticing them, but I too have eyes. They're the color of it doesn't matter because once I was told I couldn't be a ballerina because I was through topsy-turvy, making my body unworthy, a fall to grace even before I can make a trip. But damn, baby girl, you're just hella stacked like racks on racks on racks of jokes. But hey, go ahead, man. Make another one. Make sure you can keep eye contact this time, though. And all you mofos that tell me that I should that getting rid of them is super bad, like slapping God in the face. Your references are hella dated. Get the fuck off my back. Can't you see there's enough holding me down already? I should be happy that I even have them. I mean, breast means you're woman, right? And then that means that they're just flesh and they're meat and you're hungry, right? You want to eat. Like, you mad thirsty too, like, swallow my pride, like, got milk, motherfucker, I'm the whole farm, I'm a heifer. Why buy the milk carton when you can just date the cow? So you would have been a great stripper, and I'm utterly amused by your suggestion that my whole words should be summed down to the pounds of tissue I carry around like guilt. Like, that's really all my Irish father had in mind for my dowry. But I should stop complaining. It's not like my spine arches in the most unnatural ways, and my back feels like popcorn shifting to the bottom of the bag. Gravity is a manly sport I wish not to play. I am 5'11", but I can pull off 5'9" without even trying. I'm trying to plug my ears because my shoulders are riding so high that I don't hear the fact that my back pops and cracks like continents, trying to break free. I wake up screaming from not being able to breathe, and the pain of my shoulder blades pinching together just so tight. I close my green eyes just right. I don't run anymore. I don't even jog. You know, I tell people that I don't go to the gym because I'm allergic to sweating, but in all honesty, it's because I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with this body, and I get it. How could you not talk about them? I mean, they're so big, they're just there. But have you ever really realized that my eyes are green? But hey, that will always be my second best quality. Thank you.
Woo!
Okay. I realize I haven't read, I'm fucking trying to sell a book and I haven't read any poems from the book. So maybe that's a good reason for you to buy the book. I'm not gonna read any from the book, because you should just fucking like me already, right? Like,
Exactly.
why read poems from the book that you're gonna buy because you think I'm charismatic and like me already? Sell it. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. Okay. But anyway, so I published a book, which is so weird to me. It's crazy. You can get it on like Amazon and like Barnes and Noble. What is that? I don't know. I still live in my parents' basement though, so start from the bottom and we're here. Drake? Okay. So I'm working on a second book right now, and so these 2 poems will be in the second book, which should be out soon.
How soon?
I don't really have, I'm a poet, right? So I don't really have like a time frame. Like, I don't really give a fuck about time. You know, like, it's like, thank you! Time, you know, doing the slam scene, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, you're going over 4 minutes.
No. Will there be a little DVD with your movies in it?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be cool.
That would be. Maybe you should be my. Like,
and then you could do poems over the movie, you know.
Look at you.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to pay you for this, right?
No.
You're just giving me free ideas.
I am just giving it free.
Free ideas?
Exactly.
I like that. You're like Spark Notes.
Yeah.
You know? I got through high school. But yeah, so these poems. Let's get fun with these. So rusty. Okay. With a face more judgmental than Rorschach, he says, "That's funny. You don't dance like a white girl." Now, before I can reply to his ignorant comment, my beloved drunk friend reassures him, "Well, that's because she's a fucking unicorn. Asshole." Shut. See, I do not spill drinks when I dance because, well, I don't drink, and also I need my hands always to be free. I do not chase boys. I run in place. I am a tall glass of water that likes to get loose limb like liquid. Give me your marble, give me your wood, give me your bar top, even roof a moving vehicle, to truly tell you where my feet met floor a long time ago, and I dare not separate the 3 of them. I don't even need music to dance, because that way I can never be off beat. In middle school, I was an awkward bag of bones and untalented tick. Some might say skinny, skew, spastic. My friends used to threaten me by saying, "Bros, if you can't dance, we can't be friends." This scared me straight, but not straight enough I can learn how to bend. Since then, I have been sweating for reasons unknown to the masses, and it's because my body thinks the rapture is coming, and I need to produce enough holy water to save me and my dance partner. People, on average, usually notice 3 things about me. One, she talks a shit ton. And if I'm not talking, I'm smiling. And if I'm not smiling, I'm dancing. And for me, dancing is just my way of smiling through a conversation. We don't even need to talk to get along, just a heavy amount of body language. And everyone is fluent in that. If you don't believe me, well, hey, one of us is lying and it isn't me because I don't take anything lying down. Baby, I can make my hips tick faster than any maternal clock. I can make my head ring like a jewelry store. Hey, yo, you hungry? Try my salsa may cause your girlfriend some serious heartburn. I'm what they call a party baby. I will make you cry and I like it. My mother told me I was a natural born ham, so I'm cutting this rug like a butcher. Now, hard to believe, but sometimes I'm not really good with my words. I get really tongue-tied and I don't know what to say sometimes, and I do this thing where I just have really fast and don't know exactly what I'm saying. And then I have this yoga move where I can stick my foot in my mouth, but my body thinks otherwise. The only time my spine seems to align perfectly is when I'm on this very stage. And the only time I've allowed myself to feel beautiful is when I am dancing. See, we make gods when we dance, but dancing has never been a god, so there's no need for your judgment day. You better rock, slam, spit, drape your dress form however you please, because everyone was meant to move like this. Now, the ignorant ink blot of a man at the bar is now lost for words. I begin to turn away to dance this moment off. He stops me and asks if he can join. And I go, sweetie, that's cute. But how about you just sit back, relax, take note on how a true unicorn human being breaks it down. Thank you.
Woo!
So I'm gonna do one more. This will be the last one. Like Dwayne says, I'm a Seattle poet and comedian from Seattle. I host the Rain City Slam as well as the Seattle Poetry Slam on Tuesdays, Rain City Slam on Wednesdays. I have a Tumblr and like a Twitter because I like tweeting, and an Instagram and a Facebook.
Well, you don't really
the Nite,
Facebook.
so I have all the social medias, basically. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, find me. I'm Googleable. I love saying that. Sounds dirty. But yeah, I'm on Twitter at Rose_Etta because if I really wish I was a rapper, right? And if I was a rapper, my rap name would be Rosetta Stone. No, it's cool. It's fine. It's whatever. I get it. Not a fan of puns here. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm excited to see the rest of you guys. Oh, but one of the things that I do when I do shows is that I realize that as an audience member, you're just such patient, really nice people, and you just like applaud and enjoy yourselves. But I want to give something back, so I always give the audience like a writing prompt or a writing exercise to go home with and be inspired with. And the writing exercise I've been giving all my students recently is all the best stories start with "don't tell," and then you finish the sentence. Because it's like, that's so true. Like all the stories that, I did with my dad, and he'd be like, "Yo, don't tell mom." No, they don't exist, mother, but, hypothetically, I'm talking. Plug your ears. So, yeah, your writing prompt this evening is all the best stories start with "don't tell," whatever. So, it's my last poem. I don't know why I always adjust the mic. It's like I'm not getting taller or shorter. My ego is, but like that's it. Not me. James Brown steps on stage. He is carved from midnight's marble. He turns to his right-hand man, Clyde, funky drummer Staplefield, and says, "Kick a little son of Clyde!" Clyde, bursting from all love and joy that his rhythm and blues, beats the drums with such ease, like God told him to play, like he was God playing the drums. The sound that came out was pure, cold sweat. Its flesh ran naked around the arena, a classic in the making. The record skips a few years, and hip-hop shows up late, but it looks good. It does not make eye contact with anyone in the room, afraid someone might notice, excuse me, he isn't from around these parts. Hip-hop, was given all the hand-me-downs, but learned to put swag back in the stitches, took what's not theirs and made it their own. See, everything was fine until someone noticed the similarities of once was. Hip-hop. You kicked a little too much dust off those records. Even Midas knows the price you gotta pay for the touch. These samples are not free. I would worry if I were you, Mr. Bismarcky. In 2004, Brian Burton took the Jay-Z Black album and the Beatles' White album, making the Gray album. EMI record company's pockets all of a sudden feeling very, empty, decides to sue this nobody for all that he's worth. This plan backfires, and they pull this lover, this fan of pure music into the limelight for all to love and admire. The Beatles, angry by all that has been taken from them, have a song called Revolution 9, which is just 9 minutes of remixed and mastered sounds. Andy Warhol can paint someone else's photos. He even took a soup can to stop himself from being a starving artist. Shakespeare could take the framework of a tragic Italian love story and slap his name on it. Disney has the audacity to take your beloved fairy tales, add some color, reanimate them, and walk their asses to the bank because, well, this generation knows the best artists do not copy, they steal. And history is nothing more than a 12-year-old boy with a serious stuttering problem who's been told one too many times to learn from his mistakes. It is one thing to pull from your inspiration. It is another thing to be the man's tracing paper. As poets, as writers, fuck it, as humans, we sample all the time. We sample like ribcage, advice your grandmother once told you, or the weight of Atlas. Nothing is holy, nothing is sacred, nothing should be owned, however, should be respected, recognized, and thanked. This evening, Clive Funky Drummer Staplefield is doing me the honor of playing my outro. A sample of all my favorite Kanye West, Frankenstein tunes. Clive, whose own original sound has been copied on 100 different songs, has yet to see a penny. But for the record, he wants nothing in return but a simple thank you. I'm selling books, strong female characters. They're $10. I know it seems a little pricey, but you're supporting arts. I'll actually talk to you about like price range and everything. But support artists, support the poets, keep communities like this alive. Please, arts are dying and it's great. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself.